Okay. And place your feet about hip distance apart and directly under your knees. And begin by lifting your chest up, lift your sternum up to lengthen your spine. And just stay there, chin slightly down. Lift your chest up. Shoulders back and elbows relaxed towards your torso. Observe your breath as you breathe naturally. Debbie, could you put on some light? Oh yeah, there you go. And sit sideways, Debbie. Turn the back of the chair towards the camera. Back of the chair towards the camera.
Me? Oh.
Me?
Me?
Not you, Deborah. It's someone else, Debbie. Okay. Similar name, but someone else. Okay. And relax your throat. Relax the skin on your face. And rest your eyes. Just relax there for a moment. I'm just going to grab some water. Okay, and then interlock your fingers in front. Straighten your arms. And take your hands above your head.
I can't hear you.
Deborah, try to look at your screen. Can you see Kerith and see what she's doing?
No. Oh yeah, I can move my screen.
Yeah, so maybe try and follow what she's doing. See what she's doing and do that. Yeah, good. And straightening your arms, lengthen the size of your waist, lengthen your spine. And now twist to your right. Those of you who have a chair, release the left hand on the backrest of the chair and take the right hand back next to your left hip. So Max the other way, left hand on the top of the chair. Yeah, right hand at the corner of the chair next to your left hip, next to the left buttock. The other way, twist to your right, twist to your right. Yes. So Kali, you too. Left hand down. Yeah, right hand. Yes, like that. Now notice, look at your knees, please, and notice that your right knee has probably moved back, which means the right hip has moved back. Take the right, bring the knees in line with each other. And Max, you can hold the chair, the seat of the chair with your right hand next to your left buttock. Yes. And keep your hips squared. And twist to your right. Lift your chest up, take your right shoulder back. Keep the spine lengthening. Relax the neck, twist from the spine. And release, please. Release. And move your knees to the other side. Okay. And once again, interlock your fingers. Maybe you interlock the other way. Straighten your legs. Straighten your arms. Turn the palms out. And take your hands above your head. And twist to your left. Release the right hand to either the backrest of the chair. So max the backrest of the chair. Right hand on the backrest. Yeah. Left hand to the corner of the chair next to the right buttock. Yeah. Now, as you twist the spine, the left hip tends to move back. Debbie, the other way, please. Yeah. The left hip will tend to move back. Keep the hips squared, which means the knees are in the same line, and then lift the left shoulder up, take the left shoulder back. Drop the right shoulder and push it forward to twist. Correct, Deborah, that's right. You were in the right position. Good. And release, relax. Release, please. Okay. And come up, stand up, please. Move the chair to the side. We're going to work a little bit with the shoulders today to open the shoulder joint. Let's see, we'll just wait for Carrie. Can you turn your camera up slightly so people can see your hands more? Just a little higher. That's good. Yeah. Okay, good. And face the camera, please. Stand at the center of your mat. And you can keep your feet either hip distance apart or classical position is with your feet together. Just depends. If you have low back problems, it's better to keep slightly apart. Okay. And look at your feet. Make sure that the toes are pointing straight forward. Heels are in line with the toes, and the outer edges of your feet are parallel to the edges of the mat. For most of you, we tend to bring the heels in. So move the heels out slightly. Okay. And then bend your knees a little bit. Lift your toes up, all your toes. Push down on your heels and the front of your feet and straighten your legs. Straighten your knees, activate your thighs, and straighten your spine. Lift your chest up and straighten your arms to the side slightly and palms facing forward. Yes. Debbie, bring your hands closer to your hips. Yeah, palms facing forward. Yeah. Now relax your toes. Activate your thighs. Drop your shoulders, back of the shoulders, and drop your tailbone. Stay there, please, holding your body with your actions. And now relax the actions. In your arms, relax everything. Okay, we're going to work with the shoulders a little bit today to open the shoulders and neck. Let's see. First, we're just going to do some. Okay, that's fine. Okay, lift your right hand up in line with your right shoulder. So to the side, please. Yeah, and turn the palm up. Just the right hand. Okay. Now you're going to slowly take the hand all the way up. Wait for me, please. I'm going to count 5. And to the count of 5, you're going to slowly take the arm up. Yeah. 1. Go ahead. 2. Lift it up slowly. 3. 4. 5. By the time I've counted 5, your hand should be straight up towards the ceiling. Fingers pointed up. And turn your right thumb slightly to your right. And it's not just the thumb and the wrist, but the entire upper arm needs to turn inward. Yeah, as you do that. And to the count of 5, you're going to bring your arm straight in front, down, straight in front. You're going to bring your arm down, straight in front. 1, bring it down, please. 2, 3, just shoulder height. 4, 5. So, and turn your palm so it faces to the left. The palm faces to the wall on the left. Yeah. Stay there. And now we're going to take the arm straight up to the count of 5. 1. Move slowly, please. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. Once again, turn the tricep in, which means the upper arm has to rotate inward, and your right thumb will move to the right. And then bringing it down to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, in line with your shoulder. 5, keep it in line with your shoulder, please. Kerith? Yeah. And release. Release that hand. Relax. Relax the shoulder. You can move it around. Relax your hands. Move your neck around a bit. These are simple movements, but they can be very effective. Okay, and now let's go to the other side. Turn your left palm out to the left and take your hand in line with your shoulder. So your palm will be facing up towards the ceiling. Relax the left shoulder. The shoulder should come down. So Jacqueline, relax the shoulder, yeah, but keep the elbow and hand straight. And to the count of 5, moving slowly. 1, take it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. By the time you're at 5, your hand should be straight up. And here again, spin inner rotation of the upper arm. Take the left thumb to the left slightly. And the collarbone should be wide. So which means the shoulder should not come towards the ear. The shoulder, outer shoulder should move away from the ear. So the collarbone is as wide as possible. And now to the count of 5, bring your hands straight. Bring it down in front of you till your shoulder height. 1, move slowly, please. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Take the left thumb slightly to your left. Palm should be facing to the wall on the right. Yeah. And take it up slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold again. Spin the tricep in. Straighten the arm. Widen the collarbone. And now slowly to the side. Bring it in line with your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Relax the shoulder. Keep the arm working. And turn your palm down. Release the hand. Once again, shake it. Relax the shoulders. Roll them around. Maybe turn your head. Relax the neck as well. Okay. And now let's do both arms. Turn your palms out to face the wall outside. And take your hands in line with your shoulders, palms facing up. Stay there first. Relaxing the shoulders and the shoulder blades down, your back, while energizing and straightening your elbows and your wrists, palms, fingers. And to the count of 5, slowly taking your hands up to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands can be shoulder width apart, palms facing each other. And spin the triceps in on both hands. Elbows straight, thumbs slightly away from each other. And widen the collarbones. The shoulders should not hug the ears. They should move away from the ears. Even if your elbows bend slightly, it's okay. And notice sometimes even the simple movement can be challenging. Yeah? And then bring your hands straight down in front of you to the count of 5. 1, oh, not so quickly. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Here again, lengthen both sides of your wrist. Debbie, take your hands in line with your shoulders, please, in front. In front, yeah. Shoulders back and shoulder blades down. And try to straighten your wrist, your elbows. And slowly to the count of 5, lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. And then taking them down to the side in line with your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Turn your palms up. Thumbs towards floor. And turn your palms down. Release your hands. Let it go. And release. Relax your shoulders, spine. Okay. And then now interlock your fingers in front. Straighten your arms and take your hands above your head. And here again, here you have a little more grip with your hands, so you can use that grip to straighten the arms a little bit. And watch that the shoulders don't hug the ears. They need to move away. You see how Kerith is doing it? The collarbones are wide. Even if the elbows are bent slightly, the collarbones are wide and the sides of the shoulders are moving away from the ears and down. And while holding that, try to straighten your arms any amount. They may not straighten completely. And release, please. Okay, good. Okay, we are going to move and open the joints a little bit. So just standing in mountain pose, you're going to lift your straight right leg up slightly off the floor. Put your hands on your hips, please. And rotate the ankle to one direction, just the ankle. Circle your ankle, yeah, in one direction. 5 times one way and then 5 times the other way. And this is also a balancing posture, so you have to work on that as well. Okay, and release, please. Okay, go to the other side. Lean on the right leg a bit, lift the straight left leg up, and just rotate the ankle, left ankle, one direction, five times. And then the other direction. Relax the ankle joint while you do that. It's a little challenging to balance. Again, simple, but still challenging. Okay, and release. Release your legs. Now bring your feet together. So the feet are together now. And bend your knees a little bit. Place your hands on your knees. And right on your knees. Place your hands on your knees. Yeah, and you're going to rotate the knees both in one direction. And then relax the knees as you do that. 5 times in one direction. And then 5 times the other. Change after you do 5. Okay, and come up. Yes. Take your feet apart again. Slightly, just hip distance apart. And place your hands on your hips. And now you're going to. How many of you have watched hula dancing? Have you seen hula? Okay. So what they do is they draw a figure 8. If you're looking at, it's like a figure 8 where your hips are, like you're looking from above, and you're drawing a figure 8 with your hips. They're moving, the knees are soft. You make, it's not just a circle, you have to rotate it like you're drawing an 8. So try that. So it goes one side and then goes back the other side. Yeah. So instead of drawing a 0, draw an 8. Yeah. Right. That's it. Charity got it. Jackie got it. Yes, good. There you go. Everyone has it, I think. You have to relax the hips. You see, if you hold it tight a little bit, it's not going to happen. You have to completely relax. Yeah. Okay, good. And this is it's a really nice way to open the hip joint because it's gentle and a soft opening. Yeah. Okay, and relax. Come to the center. You see, we're opening the 12 major joints in the body here, the ankles, knees, hips. And in yoga, it's important for the joints to be supple and relaxed. So this is a nice way of gently relaxing them and opening them. Okay, and then with your hands straight, right next to you, straighten your elbows and make a fist with your hands. And you rotate your wrists, turn your wrists, only the wrists. So the elbows don't turn. So you like rotate the wrists like that. You see that? Yeah, like that. Correct. Make a fist, rotate the wrists. One direction 5 times, the other directions. Yeah. And you know, the thing is, if your joints are holding tight in these simple movements, in the actual postures, you can imagine how much tighter they'll be, you know. So This is a good lesson sometimes, just the simple things. Okay, and then make a fist again. Now we're going to rotate the elbows. So with your hands next, just as they are, just rotate the elbows like you did with the wrist. I'll show it to you from with the hand up, but you're just going to rotate the elbows. Hands straight, please. Keep the hands straight. And yeah, like turn it in and out. Yes, like Kareth is doing. Yes. Make a fist with your hands, Debbie. Yeah. Okay, good. And then finally the shoulders again. You're going to place your hands, fingers on your shoulders like this. And then make circles with your elbows. And maybe your elbows touch when you bring your hands in front. And the next time your elbows are in front, stop there and let the elbows touch. Yeah, stop there. And then suggest for the back of your upper back between the shoulder blades for that area to relax. And now change the direction. If you rotate it forward, rotate back now, or vice versa. And then after 5 times, once again, let the elbows touch. Pause there. Stop there. And relax the area between the shoulder blades, behind you. Good. And release, please. Relax. Okay. Good. Those are the 12 major joints, but we also have the spine. So we're going to open the spine a little bit here. Start by, I don't know how to call it, but there may be a name for it. But you take your hands out to the side, up, and then you take it the other side, like that. And then the opposite heel will lift up. So if your hands are out, yes, the opposite heel lifts up. Do that a few times. This will energize the spine. And open the spine. Okay, and relax, release. And now you're just going to keep the hands loose to the side and then take them to the side. Just both hands twisting. Yes, Kareth is doing it. Debbie's, yeah. And again, the opposite heel will lift up slightly. If you twist to the right, the left heel will lift. If you twist to the opposite, yeah. Okay, good. Good, and then come back to center. Now we're going to open the upper part of the spine by moving the neck. So on your inhalation, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your chin towards your chest. Do that another 4 times. Move slowly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest. As you look up, you're lengthening the front of the neck and the throat region. As you look down, you're lengthening the back of the neck. And after you do it 5 times, just come back to center. And now we're going to open the sides of the neck. Keep your chin neutral. So not too high, especially. It can be slightly low, is fine. And then look on your inhale. Just inhale there. Exhale, look to your right. Take the chin to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, chin to the left. And repeat like that. Another 4 times. And after you finish the fifth one, come back to center. Now take your left hand up and place the elbow on the head and hold the right here like this. Take your right arm behind you. Yeah. And you're going to take the left here, so carry it just on the side, not behind you, elbow on the head. Yeah. You're going to pull the left ear towards your left shoulder and drop the right shoulder down. So Debbie, the other side. Yeah. Drop the right shoulder down, left ear towards the left shoulder, and you'll feel the stretch at the side of your neck. So try to breathe into that area and suggest for it to relax. Good. And release. Come back to center. Make your way to the other side. Take your right hand up. Hold the left ear. Wrap the left arm behind you. And drop the left shoulder. And drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Stretching the side of the neck here. And also the side of the shoulder. Good. And release, please. Okay, good. Nice. And now turn and step to the top of your mat. We're going to warm up with some sun salutations, classical sun salutations. So stand at the top of your mat, please. And first, just coming to your breath. Observe your breath as you breathe naturally. And begin to regulate your breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Relax here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Open your eyes, please. Inhale, hands above your head. 2. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Bring your hands down to your legs or the floor or your bricks. Inhale, look at the wall in front. Extend your spine. Exhale, take your right leg back, right knee down, and hands on the floor.
Put the right foot.
Okay, and now take your hands above your head. And drop your hands to the floor. Take your left leg back and go into plank position. And then bring your knees down, chest down, hips lifted, or just bring your body down. Drop your pelvis, lift your head and chest. Keep the navel on the floor, don't lift the navel up, elbows are bent. Exhale and lift your hips back and up to downward dog. Now step your right foot in between your hands, left knee down. You may have to step it up a few times and take your hands above your head, left knee on the floor. Good, hands to the floor. Sink your hips. Now step your left leg forward, coming to half standing. Look at the wall in front. And fold, release your head and chest. Take your hands above your head, come up. Standing, hands above your head. Release your hands in Samasthiti, standing. Yeah, release your hands. One more. Hands above your head. Relax your hips. Bring your hands down to your legs, the bricks or the floor. Release your head and chest. Keep your hands where they are. Look at the wall in front. Now take your right leg back, right knee down, and keep your hands on the floor. Hands above your head. Lift your head and chest. Bring your hands down. Take your left leg back and go to plank position. Bring your knees, chest down. Lift your hips up in the air, or just bring your body down, all the way down. Drop your pelvis and navel. Lift your head and chest. Lift your hips back and up to downward dog. Step your right leg forward, right foot in between your hands. You may have to step it a few times. And then take your left knee down, hands above your head. And take your hands to the floor. Sink your hips. Step your left leg forward, coming to half standing. Look at the wall in front. Relax your hips and release your torso and head towards your legs. Take your hands above your head, come up to standing. And release your hands in Samasthiti. One more. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, hands down. Release your head and chest. Keep your hands there. Inhale, look at the wall in front. Exhale, right leg back, right knee down, hands on the floor. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, hands to the floor, left leg back and stay in plank position. Inhale there. Exhale, knees down, chest down, hips lifted, or just bring your body down. Inhale, drop your pelvis and navel, lift your head and chest. Exhale, lift your hips back and up to downward dog. Inhale, step your right leg forward, left knee down, hands above your head. Exhale, hands to the floor, sink your hips. Inhale, step your left leg forward, look at the wall in front. Exhale, release your head and chest. Inhale, hands above your head, come up. Exhale, release your hands and standing. We're going to do two more of these. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, release your head and chest, take your hands down. Inhale, look at the wall in front. Exhale, right leg back, right knee down, hands on the floor. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, move to plank position. Hands down, left leg back. Inhale there. Exhale, knees down, chest down, hips lifted. Inhale, drop your pelvis, lift your head and chest. Elbows are bent. Exhale, lift your hips back and up to downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, hands above your head. Exhale, hands to the floor, sink your hips. Inhale, step your left leg forward, look at the wall in front. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale, hands above your head, come up to standing. Exhale, release your hands and standing. Last one, inhale, hands above your head. Exhale and fold, release your head and chest. Inhale, look at the wall in front. Exhale, right leg back, right knee down, hands on the floor. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, move to plank position, hands on the floor, left leg back, go to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, knees down, chest down, hips lifted. Inhale, drop your pelvis and navel, lift your head and chest. Exhale, lift your hips back and up to downward dog. Inhale, step your right leg forward, left knee down, hands above your head. Exhale, hands to the floor, sink your hips. Inhale, step your left leg forward, coming to half standing, look at the wall in front. Exhale, relax and release your head and chest. Inhale, hands above your head, come up to standing. Exhale, release your hands in standing. Just relax there for a moment. Good. Good job, Deborah. You did it. Not Debbie. Debbie, you've done this many times. Yeah. Okay. Now turn and face the camera, please. Stand at the center of your mat. We're going into triangle. So let's see. Debbie, look at your, Deborah, look at your phone. Can you see Kerith? Yes, you can see Kerith? Just do a thumbs up if you can see her.
Not very well.
Okay, but just watch. Okay, Kerith, we're going into triangles. Could you just show it, please? Step your legs apart. So watch your screen. Kerith is going to do it first. Don't do it yet. Just watch. Point the right foot out and go into triangle. Take your hands up. Yeah, just don't go deep. Just small one, just to show the shape. Yeah. Okay, good. That's the posture. Okay, come up, please, Kerith. Thank you. Okay, and bring your legs together. Now we're all going to go into it. So start with your legs together. Relax your hands. Now step your legs apart, hands apart. Take your hands in line with your shoulders and point your right foot out. So Debbie, palms facing down. Yeah. And inhale. Extend with your right hand. Take the right hip back, sway the right hip back as you lean forward towards the right leg, and release the right hand to wherever it reaches comfortably. Good. Now relax the hip joint. Don't try to go down too much. Make sure that the spine is lengthened, and take your head and chest back. Activate the left leg. And try to lengthen the right side of the sternum, the right breastbone, lengthen it away from the right sit bone. Good. Inhale, come up, please. Exhale, change the direction of your feet. Relax the hips. As you reach with your left hand, move the left hip back. Yeah, relax it back and then release the left hand to wherever it reaches comfortably. Before you do anything, relax the hips there and then lift your sternum up. Take the head back, chest back, activate the right leg and lift the left side of the sternum away from the left sit bone. Try to keep your head neutral in line with your spine. Don't let it dangle down. Yes. And good. Inhale, come up, please. Exhale, bring your legs together. Release your hands in Samasthiti. Okay. Let's come down to seated. And Kerith, this would be a good time to share before we continue. And I can hear you. Just give me a sec. I'm just going to get something. I can still hear you though. I'll be listening.
Hey. Hi, everybody. I'm not sure where everybody is right now in the world. You don't have to tell me. But I'm here in Los Angeles. You may be other places. And because we just celebrated the secular New Year, and with what's going on here in LA with, we're having a big surge here right now, and our restrictions have gotten even tighter. So, it brought to mind a couple of things that I wanted to share with you all today, and I hope that they'll resonate for you. The first thing that always strikes me, I have a very close friend who gets annoyed with me because I don't like to make New Year's resolutions. And it's not that I think there's anything wrong with them, but I think because since I've had since the time that I started having a very strong meditation and mindfulness practice, that the New Year's resolution idea seems a little bit like extraneous to me, because I think about these things, every day as part of my mindfulness practice. So it doesn't seem necessary to me to do that, on once a year. That being said, I know that this is a very widely done American practice to make a New Year's resolution. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it for other people. It's just, I don't feel like I need to do it. But it's something that a lot of people are doing right now. And many people, when it comes to New Year's resolutions, one of the things that people tend to focus on is their own health. Which is a really wonderful thing. And so it's certainly much to be applauded. And hopefully, I think these days people are also really focusing on addressing not just their physical health, but their spiritual health. And the fact that you've all shown up here this evening is a testament to that. You see those two things as being connected to one another. So in Judaism, we have this idea of pikuach nefesh, which really means like the saving of a soul, but it doesn't mean it like in any religious sense. In fact, it's really about taking care of the physical needs of each individual. That taking care of someone's physical needs should be put really above all. So making sure that people are safe and have access to healthcare, those things are considered pikuach nefesh. And in fact, if someone's life is in danger, we're allowed to break mitzvot in order to get them the help that they need. So for instance, if someone needed to ride in an ambulance on Shabbat, and they were observant that they didn't drive on Shabbat, there would be no problem with that person getting into an ambulance. And in fact, they would be required to get into the ambulance and to break the Sabbath in order to address taking care of their own health needs. So
Can I say something?
Sure, Deborah.
Yeah, during this, as you're talking about this subject, my husband gave me a mood about it to a synagogue. And right now, what I'm doing during this pandemic, I've been calling my mom on Shabbat and singing to her because I can't see her and she lives in a assisted living. So it really makes the morale much better.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to add.
Yeah, and that's a perfect example, I think, of taking this idea of pikuach nefesh to a beautiful level of making sure that your mother's mental health is taken care of at a time when she needs to feel cared for, and it's hard. It's hard for our elder people, even non-elder people who are isolated and living on their own. So I think that this idea of taking care of ourselves as individuals is totally in alignment with American culture. There's no conflict there for us. But in Judaism, we take this not just as individuals, but as a community. And that it is our job, really, not just to, and it is our job to take care of ourselves, to take care of our own physical and spiritual needs, 100%. No one else is going to be looking out for those things besides you. Maybe you have someone, and then you're very lucky. No one else is responsible for those things besides you. But as Jewish people, we also are taught that we need to think about the health of our community. And Deborah, you just gave such a beautiful example of thinking, beyond yourself and toward your mother's health, and taking care of her and reaching out to her in a way that is safe. And as we are experiencing here this surge in Los Angeles, and in my position, I sit in a really interesting place in the way that that I see a lot that might not be available for other people to see, because people I am very privileged through my position to have people share with me more than they might share with others. And unfortunately, right now, what I see around us is a really challenging time and a very challenging picture in our city. And I see the response of people being very, very bifurcated. And I actually had somebody today thank me and my family for our actions, which are staying together as just the four of us. I had someone thank me for doing that, which was a really beautiful experience. And there's a lot of different ways that we can take care of one another and look out for one another's health in this very moment that as I've engaged in those actions have seemed very small to me. But I'm going to suggest that for each one of us, if done with mindfulness and with the idea that we are engaging in a spiritual act. Imagine every time you put on a mask, doing so mindfully and saying, I'm saving a life. I'm engaging in pikuach nefesh. And the last thing that I'll share with you about this idea of pikuach nefesh is that the Talmud teaches us that if we are to save one life, it is as if we have saved an entire world. If we're to save one life, it's as if we've saved an entire world. In addition to that, there are different levels of tzedakah, different levels of what we sometimes translate as charity, which is a terrible translation. We can talk about that another time. But giving, different levels of giving. And the one that's considered the most pure and desired way of giving is to do so anonymously. So I thought about these two ideas overlapping, and that sometimes I think that part of the reason people have a hard time complying with the rules that we are given is that sometimes it's hard to see or know, who is this affecting? Is it really affecting anyone? Is it affecting anyone I know or care about? And I thought, what a wonderful overlapping of these two ideas, that we engage in this activity, hopefully mindfully, whether it's wearing a mask, keeping distance from someone, etc. And then we don't know how that act affects our immediate people who we care about. We don't know who it's affecting. So we're doing it, in essence, anonymously, giving life, saving lives, and doing so without getting thanked as I was thanked today. So for those of you who are engaging in these practices, I want to offer my gratitude and thank you for saving worlds every time that you make the choice to act in these ways.
Thank you, Karith. Thanks for that beautiful sharing. And in the practice of yoga, of course, as you've probably heard me say before, you've come for these sessions regularly. Yeah, one reason that we practice is that we can refine our own physical, mental, emotional states. And from that place of refinement, we then contribute to the refinement of consciousness, not just within ourselves, but in the community at large, because the more people who are practicing any kind of a spiritual practice, it's going to, permeate into those around you, whether you know it or not. That's what happens, and that can be said for both, both kinds of energies, positive and negative. So we want to increase the positive states through our practices, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And by doing so, even just doing that sometimes can affect the people around you. It can affect circumstances, situations around you in a positive way. And of course, if you focus your intention more, channel the intention more in a focused way towards specific situations you may want to positively change or contribute to, then of course there's more energy behind that because of your practices, and more impact as well because of your practices, your individual practices. Okay, so let's continue with some of our practices in yoga. We're going to do a couple more standing postures. Next one, Karith, could you just, I'll take you into it, just demonstrate so everyone can see it. So please step your legs apart, please. Hands apart. And this is like triangle, but with the knee bent. Most of you know this. Point the right foot out. And then bend the right knee. Take your right hand to your right leg or the brick, and left hand can be up like that. Yeah. Okay, so that's the next posture. Inhale, come up, please. Yeah. You may want to have your brick, Kenneth. Yeah. Please, yeah, if you have bricks, then, use them if you need them. Okay. Take your legs, step your legs apart, please. And take your hands in line with your shoulders. Point your right foot out. And before you bend the right knee, actually charge the left side of the body. So try to reach for the wall on the left. And then bend the right knee. Take your right hand. Right hand can rest on your leg, yeah, or to the brick or to the floor, depending on how open you are. And just like you did in triangle, but here the right knee is bent, so bend the right knee and try to take the knee in line with your heel, and then take your head and chest back like you did in triangle. Debbie, take your left leg more back, please. Take a wider stance, Debbie. Yeah. And bring your hip down, right hip down. Yes, like that.
this?
Yeah, no, you're fine. There's Deborah and Debbie. Yeah, I'm going to call you Deborah and her Debbie. Okay. And inhale, come up, please. Good, good. Okay. And then point the left foot out, change the direction of your feet, right toes in, hands in line with your shoulders, and charge the right side of your body. Bend your left knee, take the left hand down, and right hand up. Good. See, Debbie, you have so much more room, right, in your hip joint. So, yeah, that's why I gave you that adjustment. But don't take the knee in front of the heel. Yeah. And inhale, come up, please. Exhale, bring your legs together, release your hands. Samastiti. Okay, good. Now step your legs apart again, please. Take your hands apart. Pigeon toe your feet in, so take the toes in slightly, heels out, hands apart, in line with your shoulders. And turn your palms up, look at the wall, so look at the ceiling. Exhale, relax the hips and bring your hands to the floor or your bricks, leaning forward. Yeah, wherever it reaches. And now look at the wall in front. Extend your spine. Lift your buttock bones up. Lengthen the spine. Straighten it as much as you can. And then maybe you straighten your legs. If you can straighten your legs, straighten them while looking forward. And then folding from the hip joint, take your hands back in between your feet and release your chest and head towards the space in between your legs. Keep lifting the sit bones up. If you have low back problems, you can bend the knees slightly. It's fine. And lift the sit bones up, lengthen the sternum. If your back is okay, then keep the legs straight. Okay, and then come to the half position, please. Look at the wall in front. And bend your knees, hands on your hips, come up. Bring your legs together, release your hands. Okay. Let's go into a downward dog. So go and just turn and go into downward dog. Try to keep the spine long, lifting the buttock bones up and lengthening the sternum. Now walk your hands back towards your feet and place your hands, fingertips on the floor outside your feet and staying in the half position. Look at the wall in front, lengthen your spine. Keep the fingertips on the floor. If they don't reach the floor, it's okay. You can put them on your legs. That's fine. And lengthen the sternum. It's not just the neck. In fact, bring your chin towards your chest slightly, look straight down, and lengthen the sternum, the breastbone, towards the chin. Lift the sit bones up. So the action is coming from the spine, not just the neck. It should come from the spine. And when the sternum lengthens, then it also opens the hip joint, and which in turn opens your hamstrings and your calf muscles. If you're deep into it, also the calf muscles. Okay, and then bend your knees, hands on your hips, come up and straighten your legs. Good. Okay, you're going to get that chair again. And let's see. Before you do that, just have the chair on the side. Let's just do a couple of back bends. So lie down on your belly, please. Lie down on the floor, on your belly. Okay. Debbie, can you turn your camera down, please? Thank you. Okay, and we're going into Cobra. So Deborah, lie down on your stomach. Lie down on the floor, on your stomach. Yeah. Place your palms under your shoulders. Lie down on the floor. Lie down on your stomach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Palms under your shoulders. Elbows will be in the air behind you. And 3 times, inhale, lift your head and chest up. Exhale, drop your head and chest. 3 times, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, drop. Push down with your wrist to lift up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop. And the 4th time, inhale, lift up and stay up. In Cobra. So Carrie, take your hands back a little bit more, please. Yeah. Elbows towards your torso. And lift the shoulders. Try to look at the wall in front. To lengthen the sternum. Remember what we just did? Lengthen the sternum towards your chin by lifting it up. Okay, and release. Release. And release your hands back. And turn your head to one side. Just relax for a moment. Now bring your forehead back to the floor. This time you're going to keep the hands where they are. Turn your palms down, in fact. Yeah. And you're going to work the legs. So try to bring your legs together behind you, straight legs together. 3 times. On the inhale, lift your straight legs up. On the exhale, release it down. Or it's the other way, exhale, lift it up, whatever works better for you. And release 3 times. And the 4th time, lift the legs up and hold. Try to lengthen the inner edge of the feet, the inner heels. Ground the pubic bone and the navel on the floor. Good, and release. Turn your head to the other side. Turn your palms up, relax. And now let's bring it together. Bring your palms under your shoulders and forehead on the floor, elbows in the air behind you. We're going to lift the straight legs up and the head and chest 3 times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Continue. And on the 4th time you lift up, hold. So you're using the glutes and the hamstrings to help you lift the legs up. You're using your wrists to help you lift the chest up. Palms on the floor. And release. Okay. And turn around, please. Lie down on your back. Bend both your knees, feet in line with your hips, heels turning out slightly. Now, begin to straighten your right leg, but straighten it just as much as that you can still place the sole of your foot on the floor. So straighten the right leg, but just as much that you can still place the sole of the foot on the floor. Yes, including the toes, okay? Grip the sides of the mat. So max, you can take your right leg forward slightly more, maybe. Yeah, keep going. As much as you can straighten without the toes lifting off. Yeah, okay, good. Grip the sides of the mat with your hands. And now you're going to lift the hips up. Push down with the left foot and lift the hips up off the floor. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, drop it down. 3 times. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. And this time, lift up and hold. Roll your shoulders under. And tuck your tailbone so it fires the glutes. We're working the glutes here in the back of the hamstrings. And try to lift the left hip a little bit more. And then match it with the right hip. Lift the right hip up as well. And good. Release. Bring the right leg in and right foot in. Keep it in line with your right hip, and then straighten the left leg as much as you can without lifting the toes up off the foot. Yes. Good. And then again, 3 times. Lift the hips up on the inhale, exhale, release it. Move slowly. Move with your breath. 2, 3. Drop it down, and the 4th time, lift up and hold. And use the action in your feet, the right foot especially, to fire the glute and the hamstring and lift it up. And then the left foot as well. Try to then lift the right hip up a little bit more, and then lift the left hip up to match it. Tuck the tailbone so the glutes work. And release, please. Okay, bring the feet in. Bend your knees, feet hip distance apart on the floor. And this time we're going to go into bridge like this, same way. Grip the sides of the mat. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, drop them down. Continue. 2. Release. 3. Lift. Release. 4th one, lift it up. First lift it up as high as you can, and then drop it like an inch or 2. Drop it an inch or 2. Now tuck your tailbone. So tuck the tailbone and lengthen the low back. Try to take the center of the tailbone towards the space in between your knees. So your pelvis rotates a bit. So Kali, drop your hips a little bit more. Drop. Now tuck the tailbone more. Yes. Now lift the hips up. Yes, without releasing that tuck of the tailbone. Okay, good. and release. Hug your knees into your chest, please. Then just rotate your knees in circles and give the sacrum a massage. As you rotate the knees one direction, do it 5 times. Put your hands on your knees, Jackie. Yeah, use your hands to rotate. Relax the hips and the legs. Change the direction. Now place your feet on the floor. Yeah, and lift and move your hips only to your right, to the other right, Kali. Just move the hips to the right. Don't move the knees, just the hips. Keep the knees pointing straight up. Lift and move your hips to the right. Straighten the left leg along the floor. Take the right knee into your chest. Using your left hand, take the knee to your left, leg to the left, right hand to the right, and twist to your right. Debbie, pull the right knee into your chest first, and then take it to your left. Drop the foot on the floor, knee on the floor. Relax the spine. And come back to center. Keep your knees bent, feet on the floor. Lift and move your hips only to the left. Straighten your right leg. Take the left knee into your chest. Using your right hand, take the knee and foot to the floor on the right. And left hand in line with your left shoulder, twist to your left. And release, come back to center. Square your hips and tuck your tailbone, lengthen the low back. Since we did a reclining twist, we won't use the chair. And join the soles of your feet. Allow the knees to go out to the side in Supta Baddha Konasana. Just relax there. As your body relaxes, stay connected with your awareness, and from a place of feeling the sensations that you feel in the posture, use the suggestion of your mind to relax any areas that are tight. Take your mental energy, the prana, into those areas and suggest for them to relax. Acknowledging that the world that we live in today, the modern world, is full of stress, tension creating situations. So it is our individual practice to release accumulated stress, and from our practice we hopefully can relieve some of the stress externally in external circumstances. Perhaps we can learn how to relax even in stressful external circumstances, because we know how to do it in yoga. And from that, maybe those around you in those circumstances too may relax because of your practice and what you bring to the table, your consciousness, your practice, your perspective. Your adjustment, your response in a situation. You can stay there, continuing to relax, or you can also bring your legs, knees together and straighten your legs. In fact, why don't we do that? Bring your knees together and straighten your legs. Continue to relax in Shavasana. And then you can gently begin to make your way out of Shavasana and make your way towards a comfortable seated posture. And you can join Kevin up below.
May we enter this new secular year in health and in solidarity with those around us, seeking physical, emotional, spiritual health. Mine is champagne left over from New Year's Eve. המבדיל בין קודש לכל, חטאותינו ימחול. זרענו וכספנו ירבה כחול, בערכו חייבים בלילה. שבוע טוב, 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 שבוע טוב. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Wishing everyone a beautiful week. Thank you so much for showing up and practicing today. And we hope to see you again with us next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
I have a book called Yoga and Torah Parsha.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Nice.
send Karen the title.
Thank you.
You're
Torah
welcome.
Parsha Yoga. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'll send her the title of it.
Sounds good. I'll look forward.
Yes. Good.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you
You
very
too.
much.
Thank you. I enjoyed
Thanks,
it. I really
Debbie.
did. This is really good.
Intend that.
I'll
Thank
be back next week. Good.
Debbie,
Enjoy.
I always, if I see that you can do more, Debbie, I always take you there.
I love it. I'm loving
Yeah.
it so much.
Okay.
Thank you. And thank you for introducing me, because like I said before, I wanted to do yoga for a long time and I just never was able to do it. So
Well, you're
Yeah.
lucky that Amit was your first teacher.
I don't want to be a
Thank you.
teacher now. I know it's a world-class teacher and I just don't even want it.
You're very lucky.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Did I
Thanks,
do a
everyone.
good
Thanks,
job?
Kevin. You did great, Deborah.
Thank you. I've done
How'd you-
yoga before and I do body flow.
Yeah, good. You did
I
great.
love body flow and I love you. I like body flow. Has
Great.
Tai Chi and everything.
Nice.
I do other exercise.
Great.
Yeah. I have to.
Great.
Much. See you.
This was really good. It's really relaxing.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll
Thanks.
see you all next
Thanks.
week, Karen.
See you next time. Bye, Karen. Bye, Debbie.
Thanks.
See you soon.
Yes, be well, everyone. Bye. Be well.
Bye. Bye.
Be well.
Be well.